I'm Norm Poltenson, the publisher of the Business Journal, and I'd like to talk to you today about pampering seniors. I have to state at the outset that I'm an expert on pampering seniors since I am one. And even though they card me at the liquor store, I definitely qualified as being a senior. The reason I'm talking to you today about pampering seniors is because the Federal Reserve in St. Louis came out with a report very recently in which they looked at the actual income and wealth distribution in the United States. They didn't just go back to the recession, they went back to 1989. Remember, that was the period when we were having trouble with our savings and loans. So we've got a long period of time of ups and downs in the economy when we can look at what actually happened to the different levels in our economy. Now, the study broke us up into 4 categories. We have the young people up to 40 years of age, and then we have a group from 40 to 61, and then for some reason they took 62 to 69, and then the geezers who were 70 and over. So falling into that last category, I was particularly interested in what they came up with. During this period from 1989, it turns out that the younger 2 quadrants, in fact, declined both in income and wealth. And in the income side, they declined between 2 and 6%. On the equity side, they declined up to 30%. Now, when we talk about wealth, what they're really talking about are net assets. So I'll use that term interchangeably with net assets. When you looked at the older groups, the 62 and up, their income went up by 60% and by 28%. So 60% for the group from 62 to 69 and 28% for the geezers. Let's take a look at the net asset value of these people. Their wealth went up for the 62 to 69 by 74%. And the old-timers, the really old-timers like yours truly, went up 48%. So what is it that we're dealing here? We have a myth in America that that old people are infirm, they need extra protection, and they're not doing very well. The statistics tell us otherwise. It's the old folks who are doing quite well and the younger groups who are not doing well at all. The truth is we live in a time warp. We're still back in 1935. Or take 1965. We still think in terms of Social Security and Medicare. We have to pour most of our assets into the elderly to protect them. And those assets, in this case, income transfer, is coming from younger people. The bottom line is that the time warp has not let us have an honest discussion in society about what we should be doing. And the truth is that the younger generation, those people under the age of 60, are suffering considerably when it comes to income and it comes to wealth. It doesn't augur well for our future. And the report from St. Louis suggests that the upcoming generations are not going to do as well as the geezers are doing. So I think it's time to sit back and say, let's stop pampering the seniors and let's start worrying about the younger people. I'm Norm Poltenson. Thanks for listening.